Hello. And welcome to the 189th episode of the Game Out Loud podcast. Your one and only podcast for everything gaming. Do I really need to introduce myself as host anymore, considering the fact that I'm just doing this? Can I just say...
You need to tell them you're the host. Otherwise, how will they know?
But they would just know, because I'm the one who starts talking first. I mean, it's just a glorified title. I don't need it. I don't care. Like,
it's a formality,
says
Jordan.
the man who was looking for it the hardest.
Stop being such a rebel. Just follow the rules.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get this party started starting with the that damn aging Luke Blount. How are you doing today, Luke? I'm
doing good. How are you?
Not too terrible. I think you hold the record for being the youngest person to ever come on the podcast. No?
No. Your nephew
is older than him.
Well, he wasn't when he came on the show, though.
Unless he came on 3 years ago. Yes, he was.
3 years ago. Yeah, it was 3 years ago.
Was it? Did
Time flies, doesn't it?
Destiny come out 3 years ago?
It wasn't Destiny. It was Call of Duty.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2?
No, it'd be
Warfare.
Black
no,
Ops
it was
2?
Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2.
Oh, wow. Was it that long ago? Holy crap, man.
Excuse me.
So sorry, Luke. I didn't to take that away from you.
No honor for you.
Oh, well.
I'll take the honor away. And sharing a very similar icon there is Dylan Smith.
No?
Dylan, this is still a podcast. You have to say
Oh,
words.
right. I had to talk to people.
They can't all see
Why?
you. That's why. They can't all see you.
I have no answer.
Okay. Well, hello. I am a rather portly Asian fellow with a shorter haircut. There
And a
seems
widow's
to be a lot of
peak.
balding. Like, it's thinning out on the top. You
And
see
it's not
that?
symmetric.
No, it's just a widow's peak, man. It looks cool.
Yeah. The weird part is it's diagonal. That or you cut it that way, or your face is crooked.
You are the first person to tell me I have a crooked face.
Do other people tell you have slanted eyes?
Yeah. That's usually the response I get is, dude, there's something wrong with your eyes. I think it's your eyes. There's something wrong with them. Your eyebrows are huge compared to your eyes. What's wrong with your eyes?
So there's something weird going on. You guys can actually see me this week, which is different than normal.
It's so weird.
Yeah. So you can see
Usually
me
we
falling
just have a
asleep.
blank screen and we're just like, what is he? Do you see what he's doing? I don't see. Do you see what he's doing? I don't even
Normally I'm in the void.
I mean, anybody? No? Okay. I think he's waving. I'm not. More like a. Okay.
No, that movement I don't do on camera.
At least on the ones that are publicly accessible.
And on that note of doing things in public that you're not supposed to on camera, Rob Peterson is also here with us.
I am, and I got kind of jealous of you guys and your vapes, so I brought my own little pyrotechnics this week.
What did you bring? Air duster?
We get it, you babe.
Yeah, dude, you produce clouds. Now, do me a favor, don't breathe that in.
Seriously.
Yeah, they put bitterant in it.
Oh, now that bitterant is now what makes everything look more angelic in your house.
That's right.
And now, oh no, we're getting all of it close with Rob now.
Oh, you guys don't want to know where I'm rubbing you right now.
The lower colon. That's kind of strange.
Finally reached the promised land.
Philadelphia?
Yes, Jordan.
Philly.
Sweet. Well,
Philly
cheesesteak.
I could go for some Philly cheesesteak right now. Just throwing it out there. Now, we are going to do something a little bit different here, folks, where we're not going to have our normal break because that shit sucks for everybody. So,
because that's why the show was late last week. Sorry about that.
That because my computer wouldn't update the stupid thing and then crashed. By the way, I now lost all 7 to 9 hours of my Dark Souls 3 playthrough because I just had to do a reinstall of Windows.
There is a collective cringe right there.
Now, why the fuck in this day and age does it not have cloud saves? It's on Steam.
PC Master Race.
I was going to say,
on
because
PC.
You can't expect a company to become responsible for your saved games too, man.
Yes, I can. Steam does it for me.
Eventually, then you're going to demand that they play the game for you and purchase it for you as well.
And give me a blumpkin on the side. I mean, it's just something that happens when you have video game production. Like, you just cut these things in.
I'm not sure if I can necessarily agree with one of the aforementioned rewards that you get, but
Well, I don't have to have like yearly like support on it.
This is true. We just have problems every 5 days.
Yeah, it seems. All right, and enough about me. Let's talk about you. Luke, what have you been playing this week?
I have been playing a lot of games. I just started the.
Luke, your audio just cut out.
Sorry about that. What was that?
Oh, you say your audio just cut out.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for telling me. Anyway, I've just ascended to Gloryhood with the PC Master Race a couple months ago, so I haven't had much to play. But I have been playing, Portal, L.A. Noire. If anyone knows that game,
Oh yeah, of course.
love that game.
Oh yeah, I have both PC and PS4 or PS3.
That game
No,
almost
no.
destroyed a company.
And just that stuff. And I've been also playing a lot of COD. And that might sound bad, but I'm in love with the series. I can't help it.
Have you tried
I
Battlefield?
was gonna say, just wait though. He's still a young boy. When he becomes a man, he will find Battlefield.
Yeah,
It's
the
okay.
rite of passage involves Battlefield in a 64-player, 3-mile server.
Well, here's the question: can you quick scope?
Why would you want to?
Why would you
Because-
want to?
You want
Because
skill.
quick scope. Yeah, and that's
What's
skill.
a scope? I play Quake 3, and what's a scope?
Yeah, you just
I was
had
gonna say,
that
that's
weird
Jordan's
zoom
line.
effect. Oh man, I want to get into it right now, but did anybody
No.
play that beta?
Stop it.
That Doom beta?
No, I didn't. Was
that
it any
Doom
good?
beta though?
It's still going on. They extended it.
Oh
Is it?
sweet.
Oh,
So
freaking A,
we,
dude.
we can play it tonight if you guys want to.
Yeah, maybe. I have to go to work.
Oh.
And
to
somebody
go to
had to
bed.
push the podcast out. Dylan.
No, that would be Jordan.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, Dylan. Butthole.
I confuse myself with you all the time,
Right?
like when I take off my pants.
Portal, is this your first
I'm
playthrough of Portal?
It's my first, the first one, but I played the second one on Xbox 360.
Wait, you played the
Okay.
second one first?
Yes.
That seems strange.
What do you think of the first one?
Well, no, I was gonna say not really, because as far as movies go, we've taught kids that it goes 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, but really, you should only go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because 1, 2, 3 are terrible.
3's all right.
3 is okay, just because it's so dark and children die.
But at the same
Yeah,
time,
that's why. That's why, Jordan. The
Oh,
grim darkness
I'm
of it.
I'm ornery today. I apologize, guys. I was up till like
No,
4:30 in the
stop
morning.
It. Stop it. Stop it. You don't apologize. You
Sociopaths have to look like we care, okay?
Oh, right. I mean, it's okay, Jordan. You're having a rough day. However, what shall you do?
Talk to Luke about what games he's playing, like Portal.
Yes.
Are you liking it? Are you liking the original?
Oh, it's fantastic. I love it. I love the puzzles. It's so great.
Now it's a little simpler though, right? Than Portal 2 because of the evolution of the puzzle sets there.
Yeah, but I find the puzzles still pretty hard. What are
Gotcha.
you gonna do?
Sweet. Now
It's just-
have you beaten it?
Portal 1? No,
Yeah.
not yet. I'm like at the halfway mark.
Oh, sweet. That has a really good turn. Do you know what
Interesting.
cake
Yeah.
is?
I was
Oh,
gonna
what?
say.
Cake.
I heard
You're
that it's a
lying.
lie.
Yes.
Cake is a lie.
Cake is indeed a lie.
Or is it?
Jonathan Colton
Or
tells me
is it?
the cake is a lie.
You know what? Actually, just at this point, I just kind of want some cake.
I'm not a big fan of cake. Like
I'm not either.
angel
Unless
food
it's like-
cake, ice cream cake. I'll eat. I like a good
There you
ice
go.
cream
There you go.
cake.
I'm down. Yeah.
Now, so you know,
Cheesecake.
Now, do cakes and pies? Those are very, very similar things, right? But you can have a pie that, like, you can have like a raspberry pie, or you can have an apple pie, but then you get something like a rhubarb pie or like a pot pie, and they're completely different. What's up with
rhubarb pie is not that different,
that? Isn't it?
is it?
I think it's different.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just
Well,
crazy.
it's sure as heck isn't the same as
Pot
chicken
pie.
pot pie. By
Yeah.
any
No,
means.
that's way different, yeah.
That's woo.
That's its own deal. Those are good. I haven't had one of those in like 10 years.
Dude,
Chicken pot pies?
you live in a town
Yeah.
with a literal Marie Callender's restaurant in it.
Did
Are
they
you
have chicken pot
serious?
pie at Marie Callender's?
Yeah.
Rob, I'll punch you through this webcam, dude. I swear. You live in a town with a Marie Callender's restaurant?
Yes, they're hard to find, but he lives in one with one there. I used to go there all the time for brunch, and it's still there because I looked it up last time I was there.
It's
Okay,
still there,
Rob,
yeah.
my brain's spinning because I'm just finding out that there's a Marie Callender's restaurant.
Really? You didn't? That's where all the
On
frozen
top of that-
garbage comes out of.
On top of that, now you're telling me that you have the opportunity to go. You haven't had a chicken pot pie in 10 years. You have a Marie Callender's restaurant. Okay, now maybe I'm over in my head. It's a little simpler math because I'm Asian. But are we getting the 2 plus 2 here? Okay, so we have to find the square root of pi. It's an imaginary number.
Square root of pot pie.
Oh, right. Sorry, wrong problem. Let me double check my notes here. No, Jordan is right. We are finding the square root of chicken pot pie.
Yes.
Okay, I've got to go back to my calculations. I will get back to you.
Okay.
I'm learning deep things about Dylan and his pie math.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think I can figure that out.
You should go try that place out. I used to go there.
I've been there.
Have you?
There.
I just got to tell my dad now
Have
that they
you
have a
really?
Marie
I've just never had chicken pot pie there. I've had blueberry pie and.
I think we always went for breakfast when I was a kid. It'd be like our special Sunday. Let's go to Marie Callender's and get breakfast there.
Get wasted.
Yeah, let's get our I was probably like 8 at the time. Your old son mimosas and
Bloody Marys.
Bloody Mary. I can only think of V8. Man, so you know what sucks? Whenever you go and I love Bloody Marys, but I'm not so big on drinking at 9 in the morning. But so I'll be like, hey, I want a virgin Bloody Mary. You know, they only charge me 50 cents less or something like that for a virgin. It's like, no. I know the majority of the cost of this is alcohol. No.
Yeah, it's V8 juice, maybe some pepper,
Worcestershire
celery
sauce,
sticks,
celery, olive juice, olives, and horseradish. Would be how I like it. So no vodka. You'd think it would cost half as much, but nope, not as much. Things Luke knows nothing about for 300. Anything else been taking up your time there, Luke?
I have been playing a lot of Rocket League and Dota 2.
Rocket League's a good one. We'll let you pass on the Dota 2 thing. None of us are really big MOBA guys, and when we went to Valve, all the guy wanted to do was talk about Dota 2.
So who here loves Dota 2? And the two guys that weren't with our group were like,
yeah.
The guy's like, so what games do you like? Is it Portal? We're like, Counter-Strike?
Left 4 Dead.
Team Fortress? And it slowly dawned on him that we were Half-Life fans. He's like, oh, screw these guys.
Yeah, literally. It was all about the other two after that point. And I was there for my wedding party. My wedding party was there.
I mean, they were really
I would have
cool,
talked to that guy's supervisor and been like, look, this is my wedding party, bro.
They were nice. They let us in on a day where they normally don't do tours.
They were super, super nice. But it was funny. You could tell even then, the company was not in a Half-Life mood. It was all Dota 2.
Yeah. I still have that guy's business card, should I ever need it. And I did submit my birthday cake. That was a completely Steam and Valve-themed birthday cake to them.
Nice.
I am a nerd. Thank you. All right. Well,
You'll fit in here.
Thanks, Luke, for filling us in on what you've been playing this week. Let's go down and keep it all in the family. Rob, wow, that was a really bad combination of things to put together. Rob, how about you just wipe that out?
Run with it quickly!
And tell us what you've been playing. Oh.
Technolust.
It wouldn't be bad if it was coming out of you guys, because I'm the punny guy.
Yeah, I picked up this game called Technolust. It's a VR game.
Okay.
It is what I would call a walking simulator. And you guys know what I mean, though. Help me out here.
Dear Esther.
Vanishing of Ethan Carter.
Vanishing of Ethan Carter. That's a
walking
those kind
sim.
of games.
But this is a really cool one. Basically takes place in Blade Runner. I mean, it's Blade Runner and all, but copyrighted materials.
Huh.
So
and,
there's a bird and a lady in a see-through jacket.
No,
a snake.
But you look out your window and it's clearly Los Angeles from Blade Runner. The design is very obviously inspired by that, which is super cool. What you're going to go somewhere in VR, Blade Runner seems like a pretty damn good place to go.
What was the whole problem in Blade Runner? That they made these androids that were too close to humans and they couldn't be posed to live?
Yeah, pretty much.
Who are we to say that?
They couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah, the replicants were so well done that you couldn't tell anymore unless you were given these certain questions and stuff.
They cause you to
Yeah.
respond in the iris or whatever.
Yes. Yeah. And then they're based on the response and the reactions and stuff is how they can tell if they're a replicant or not.
Yeah, there's no replicants in this game, by the way. It's
Sounds
just
like a really
you know
boring
of.
Blade Runner.
Yeah, well, there might be. I haven't played a whole bunch of it yet, but it's pretty cool, and it kind of has made me second guess some things I've said about VR not working with traditional games, because it is very much a traditional game. You walk around with a controller, and but you can look around freely in your space, and the UI and everything is clearly designed for VR. I mean, this game was kickstarted under the premise that it was going to be a VR game, and it totally is. But it's not like you're not like bolted in or locked down. It's not third person. I mean, it plays like a regular game. But it's really cool because it's strictly puzzles, and you're interacting with your environment, walking around, clicking to interact with objects in certain orders and stuff to figure things out. And then as it's moved along, there's been more things where, like, okay, I get out of my apartment, finally figure out how to do that. I'm in this hallway that's locked down, and all the doors are locked, and there's a garbage chute that's also locked. And the only other thing I can interact with in the whole place besides that is this video game terminal. So I go up to that and enter it, and you actually hack the game. You hack real things in the main game world from inside the video game terminals that you find. Like, you play it as a game, but what you're actually doing is hacking. So you're in VR in VR.
Redundant VR.
It's VRception,
It's
Vinception.
VR Inception.
right?
Brinception,
So-
yes.
Well, like where I'm at now is just it's the
Perception.
second area in the game. It's an arcade, and there's various video games you can play, and I have to beat the high score of this other hacker in any one of the games to continue on. So it's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy about it.
Sweet. Well, it sounds like it's catching your eye.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a game? Yes. So, have you seen Super Hot?
Huh.
Yes, I have.
You have, Luke. Awesome. What did you think of that?
Amazing. I thought just like the premise is cool. Like, just like thinking like you can stop time to plan out your motion to fight the next person. It's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember. This game's been in development for a super long time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for him to get back to me because I thought that was an interesting. Oh, funny that they use our PR company. I'll have to check that out. No codes, sweet. But yeah, I thought that would catch your eye, Rob. I saw that this week, and I wanted to bring that up to you and see what you thought of that.
Yeah, I'd like to check it out.
Sweet. Well, anything else been catching your eye?
I bought Dark Souls 3, and I've had a little bit of spare time here and there, but not enough that I felt comfortable sitting down and delving into a Souls game. I don't want to blow my first impression on it. So probably this weekend I will get to that. It's iffy, unlikely that I'll be on the podcast next week, but whenever I am back on, definitely going to be talking about that. And Colin wants to come on too because he's been devouring it. So
Oh yeah.
looking forward to talking about that in the future.
Sweet. Well, Dylan, how about you, buddy? What you got for us?
I finally finished my first full season in NBA 2K16.
Oh, yay!
Finally. And that was exciting. Went through the entire season and playoffs without a loss.
I was gonna say, did you win?
Everything.
You won everything.
I won the game of life.
You won the
Uh,
game of basketball. No more basketball will ever be played.
Seriously, like, I have beaten the game of basketball. I have finally found the end of the game, you guys. It was crazy.
Continue on without me in the intro. I'll be right back.
Okay, so then it was crazy because some releases will give you, like, after you reach the end of the year and you win the championship series, there's this huge rigmarole about all, and then you go into the off season. Well, there could be several contributing factors to this, but I didn't get the chance to go into the off season. I won this championship. There was this neat animation video. I had all these, yay, you got the MVP and all this other crap. I'm like, yeah, go me. And then I hit, like, exit game and then go back to the menu. And then the next thing I know it's at day 1 of season 2 of my technically third season. There's no off-season interim. There's no, hey, it's the off-season. Do you want to do something fun? Or look at all the other crap we could think about doing when there's like 5 months of nothing to do. I don't know how many months there are. I'm sorry.
Do you even does it even give you the chance to like reshuffle your team or anything? Or is it just like, bam, you're in?
Well, that's the thing. In the mode I'm playing in, I'm responsible for just myself. I'm playing the my career mode. So it might. I'm sure it will with other game modes, my GM, things like that. But as a whole, I don't think it would in this my player mode. Now, again, like I said, I still have another year on my contract, so that could be the contributing reason why I didn't get any off-season blah blah blahs. Because I'm sure that once I hit off-season, there's going to be a whole bunch of contract negotiations on all that stuff, the trades, deadlines, etc., so on and so forth, that I didn't get a chance to see this year. So I am hoping that it's not that boring where, you get to the end of the year and then it just nothing happens. And I would, as a sports enthusiast, I would assume that something would happen. So there's that. My roommate Chris Lambert got the Mortal Kombat trilogy, and so we've been putting a lot of time into that.
What is that?
Just the first, second, and third game in one.
Oh, really?
PS3. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Or no, it's 3. And no, yeah, I don't remember. I can look it up.
But it's 3 old Mortal Kombats in one.
Yes, I think it's the complete edition is what it's called. And yes, it's the Mortal Kombat. It is the 9th main installment. And yeah, released for PS3 and Xbox 360 in April of 2011. So, although beginning during the events of Mortal Kombat Armageddon, the plot is a retretroactive continuity to the earliest period in the Mortal Kombat series. The trilogy of Mortal Kombat 2, and Mortal Kombat 3.
Okay, so it isn't a super old game. It's newer.
It's interesting because there's a ton of people, and like I said, we were just having epic duels of titanic proportions, like. And you know how most games like this will end friendships? Well, this one's kind of has actually solidified ours because he and I use a lot of the same people. So it gets really difficult because if you both use the same character, it's literally down to strategy and skill at that point. So we have gone back and forth and trying to figure out, like, if you're going to use that guy, I'm going to use this guy. But then you'll use that guy, so I got to use this guy. But the only people that we ever use are like Scorpion, Sub-Zero. It's not like I can play with all 400 characters. Not 400. There's a crap load of characters. But it's fun. It's just a fighting game like any other Mortal Kombat or anything like in that realm of games, and it's a lot of fun. Like I said, we're putting in a ton of time to it. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34. There's 35 characters. There you go.
Ooh, what game?
Excuse me. It's Mortal Kombat. Technically it's the 9th one, so it's Mortal Kombat Complete Edition.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 9.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 9.
Yeah.
So
that's such a good that's
what I was saying, is Chris just got it. So we've been having epic duels.
Is this epic duels? It's like whenever I want to go fight somebody, instead of being like, "Hey, you want to fight, bro?
Solos.
You want to fight, bro?" I'm gonna walk up to him in a bar, and like some drunk guy, and be like, "Hey."
And he'll be like, "We don't have Dragon Force on the jukebox."
Those aren't spirit fingers. These are spirit fingers. No, that was a different movie, but still, yes.
No, I think it's funny because every time I hear Spirit Fingers, I think of
Superstar.
her, and then I do it. Yeah, it's
Molly Shannon.
Yeah. And then I actually put in a little time into The Sims again, just because it's been collecting an obscene amount of dust, and all I can remember is obscene boredom. So
that sounds like The Sims.
Yeah, and that's. I mean, I'm a multimillionaire. I'm a musician. I have like 5 skills completely mastered already.
All of them happen to be around. No, well, never mind. Luke's here.
Don't do that. Yeah. But yeah, it's. I own like 80% of the properties in my little neighborhood now.
So
Like,
you're just basically living real life.
sometimes. In certain aspects of it.
Sweet. All right, man. Well, thanks for keeping us in the loop there. I think we're going to go to me. I'm easy. And also my descriptions of video games that I've been playing this week is easy. Just been playing Dark Souls 3. I got past, I think about 4 bosses and then had to do a system restore. So, yeah. Guess I'm starting over on that. That's going to be enjoyable. Yeah, that was pretty good. So I guess I'll reinstall and go from there. I still just don't understand.
It's not as bad with Dark Souls as some games though, because you replay it all so many times anyway. It's just
yeah. I know where everything is, at least up to where
I was gonna say,
at least you know how to beat everything.
Yeah, you have a good idea of just how to get right back to where you were a lot more efficiently, and you can even probably do it better. So now that as you get to that point again, you'll have much more items, better inventory. You know what I mean?
Indeed. So
it's a good and a bad thing.
That's me just playing more Dark Souls 3, which I'm sure I'm going to go ahead and save. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm saving my conversation this week for next week when Colin and I are going to just dominate this podcast, and you guys don't have anything to say about it. So at that point, no, I'm just kidding. But we're going to go ahead and talk about our topic this week. We're going to skip extra points because we're kind of running late, and let's be honest. I'm the only really one that likes that section anyway. I mean, Luke here said that we'd have to take it off if he wanted to come on. So, because of Luke, we're having this problem. Please put all complaints to gameoutloudpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, what's your email address, Luke?
It's damagingluke@gmail.com.
Some poor guy named Luke is in Canada is going to get a bunch of hate mail. Bring back extra points, you're stupid. This guy's like, I don't know what you're talking about, E. Like,
E? But yeah, so let's go ahead and get to our topic, which is going to be upcoming games. We're getting into the summertime here. It definitely feels
finally. Oh my gosh, I've been bored.
Well, Dylan, I mean, the Division is all that you were getting this year. Like, that was your end-all, be-all of games. So, I mean, I hope you like that one.
Have you noticed I haven't really talked about wanting a new game since that's come out?
Yeah, you also haven't talked about playing it either.
No, that's true. But I haven't been playing, too terribly much either at all, period. What little time I have,
I quit playing that game.
Yeah, I think.
As far as I'm concerned, you convinced me to buy a lemon.
Sweet.
No,
so now
sour.
I've given you the proper tools to make lemonade, and thusly you can become a millionaire. I don't want to hear your crap.
I don't think I can sell Division lemonade. It just tastes like death.
Well, you know what? Some people like that.
Some people like the taste of death. Damn it. But now, Rob, you and I, we've been waiting. We've been waiting for a long time for this to come, and we were doomed to see this happen in our lifetime.
Mirror's Edge.
But
yes.
Stings.
Mirror's Edge 2 is coming out.
Jordan, you're quiet.
Huh?
You're quiet.
What do you mean I'm quiet?
I mean,
Quiet?
you got way quiet.
I didn't.
What do you mean I'm quiet?
Anything.
Well,
I mean,
when
lean
say
into
you're
your
quiet,
microphone.
What the hell do you think I mean?
How about now?
No,
Is that
Jordan,
better?
when I say you're quiet, I think your oven's on, bro. You might want to check that.
I thought he was saying relatively how excited I should be about Mirror's Edge. I'm being quiet.
No, see that you're the only one out of the 4 of us that got to that conclusion. Ergo vis-a-vis, your logic is flawed. You're dumb and stupid, and I love you.
Hey, look, there's this little button. Like, what's over
Do
here?
it! Do it!
You know, honestly, the only reason I don't
it.
is because it'll fuck up how everyone else looks in
I
frame.
didn't think so. I didn't.
No! It wasn't supposed to get rid of everybody.
Wow, good job.
That is hilarious.
Let's get some video from you guys now. It's still recording, just so you know.
Okay.
Well, I'm the only one. You and me are the only ones with editors, Rob.
Yeah, there's Rob. Where's
I
Luke here?
can't believe. Did that actually screw up the recording though?
No, recording's good.
Is it still broadcasting?
Yeah, we're still
Is it still
good.
broad-
It was just like, what the hell? Luke, if we can get some video from you there.
going on?
I don't know.
My
Waiting for
We're
video
back.
from you.
I think my camera just failed.
Failed
Panda?
failed
Thanks,
camera.
Jordan. Thanks for
Yeah,
failing
thanks,
the camera.
butthole.
You're welcome.
Did you try unplugging it and plugging
happened?
it back in?
Did you hit the camera button?
I tried to.
What do you mean when you say
There
what
it
did,
is. Wait,
The only reason I don't do this is because it'll screw up the.
wait, hold on. I got a solution.
Well, whatever he did, it didn't work.
There we go.
was that? Yeah, what
It
happened
didn't work.
there?
What the heck? What is going on with my camera?
I don't know, but I got.
I don't have Jordan either now.
I don't have Jordan either now.
Oh, Jordan.
What? Jordan, what did you do?
This is a fucking house fire. Jeez.
Okay,
He's
well,
done.
hey, it is still streaming to YouTube, so
Yeah, so let's talk about games. Now that you can't see me or Luke here, you can still see Rob. You look fine. It's Dylan who's kind of out of frame.
Dylan's a little messed up.
Yeah.
What?
Well, you're messed up because it's.
Oh no.
Nope.
Can't hear you. What?
Oh. Tell me about the games while I fix the garbage.
All right. Well, we have Mirror's Edge coming up.
Mm.
I don't know how I feel about that. That they were really quiet about it. And then
I'm not real. I mean, if you remember the first Mirror's Edge, I was not. I mean, it was fun but after a while, like there were certain moves you needed to do that you couldn't do because it couldn't detect the input properly. So people would, like my friends, would get stuck at certain places, and then they just quit the game. And I got tired of doing it all for them so many times that I just stopped playing it too. I got really burned out on it really fast, and then I realized like all I'm doing is running around parkouring in a video game
It was at least fun
for a while.
for a good long while.
I wonder if I played that. I think I played that before we started doing the podcast. I was hoping that I could like go back and listen to my thoughts because I'm curious what I thought of it at the time. In hindsight, I think it was a really cool game, and it's kind of stuck with me in a very positive light. But I definitely remember like having throw your controller, screw this game, like this is ridiculous. Just frustration all throughout that game.
Yeah.
I would feel like I was getting in the flow, and then it would throw a new puzzle at you that maybe, in their minds was just a little bit of a change of pace. And for me, for whatever reason, I just hit a brick wall over and over and over again. Same exact thing Dylan's talking about. You just try to get the character to do it and execute the moves, and it wouldn't work. But I think that's the kind of stuff that they're going to fix for the new one. So I'm hopeful. It does. Yeah. I mean, and it's beautiful. It looks really pretty.
And yeah, I was going to say, it does look really, really good, and I will give it that. But again, I'm hoping that, there's this part of me that is hopeful because it's been so long since they've, tried to resurrect Mirror's Edge. Some companies would have probably even gone so far as to just take Mirror's Edge and then do another one immediately afterwards, and they didn't. And I'm really glad they didn't. And I'm hoping that they can take that hiatus from when they made the game till now to look at all the things that have been said throughout time as, this was a great game, but da-da-da-da-da. Well, I'm hoping that all those da-da-da-da-das will be heeded, as with any game, really. And maybe they'll even change the game a little bit, too, in terms of, groundbreaking stuff, hopefully, or just a new cool mechanic. But just something other than just straight parkouring for 12 hours.
Well, yeah, because there wasn't much more to it was the problem, like what you're saying, yeah.
Exactly. And it was engaging and a lot of fun for a while, but then after that, it's kind of like Assassin's Creed. You're crawling up every single tower, then you got to synchronize those points, then you have to jump off the tower, then you got to go to the next tower. It's just doing that same repetitive run up that wall, jump off that wall to another wall, run down that wall, then catch that ledge, and then do it all over again on the next building.
And I never felt like I could keep the flow going on missions I hadn't already done. I like Dishonored, which isn't even a parkour game. I think had better flow than Mirror's Edge, which was a big problem for it when like Dishonored, that's barely the game, and Mirror's Edge, that is the game. So
And again, I wonder if they took what they learned from Mirror's Edge. If they took what they saw that it could have been better at Mirror's Edge and put it in Dishonored. Well, I'm hoping that the flip can be said for this. They saw how well they did with Dishonored, and then they can, or whatever other game you can think of, and then they can, plug in the new Mirror's Edge, and hopefully it'll be a little better than the original release.
yeah.
Now, how about
Go ahead.
the one I wanted to actually lead into, which is Doom?
I don't know. I kind of got the bad Spidey sense on that one.
Me
People-
too.
No.
People are not loving the
no.
beta, and it just, I don't know. Some of the single player stuff looks cool, but many a game trailer looked cool and didn't deliver. And I do kind of wonder, is just gorily slaughtering demons enough to carry me through a whole game? Like, you can laugh and say, oh, well, haha, that's all that Doom 1 and 2 were, but they weren't. Those were really well designed games. They had super interesting levels, great weapon design, and great encounter design. And just like that classic John Romero when he was at his peak, understanding of the relationship between the ballistics and how fast your shots went and how fast the enemies' attacks would go at you and how fast your movement speed was, so you could dodge all those things. And the AI, as simple as it was really well tuned. It's a perfect little package on those old games, and I don't know that they're going to be able to make that work again, judging from the gameplay I've seen from it. It looks much more like you're running around tapping buttons and executing these gory kills. You know what I mean?
It very much so feels like that, which is unfortunate. I was looking forward to a very deathmatch style game, which sucks because I want deathmatch style.
Well, here's the thing. Are you talking about Doom? Right?
Yeah.
Because Certain Affinity is that company out of Texas that's, supposedly helping with the development of the multiplayer part.
Yeah, but the multiplayer, I mean, I played the alpha. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think I can really talk about it. But what people are saying online is that it doesn't have that feel of like the old Quake games or the old Doom games. It feels much more modernized and kind of just lacking personality. Like, it's just a basic shooter.
Huh.
Which is that Doom can't be that. It needs to be the leader. What they should have done is looked at esport games like Quake 3, stuff that could really build a community and get people excited about it. But instead, they kind of they just did exactly what they've done for the last few id games and just made a basic online shooter, I think.
That's unfortunate. They had such a pedigree. They had such a fun thing
Doom, man.
they could have done.
Yeah, I mean, it's Doom. Like, it's in the hearts and minds and the annals of our memories of us older generations, man. I remember LAN parties of Doom, and that was like the highlight of the month or the week.
LAN parties of Doom. Is like sweet. Just an editor's note here. I done fucked up. And so now we've got duplicated images of Rob and Dylan for where we don't have Luke and me. So that just so we have something filling the screen. Unfortunately.
Oh, speaking of my webcam, you owe me $90.
But nope. What?
You broke my webcam. You owe me $90.
Pretty sure a Skype restart will fix that problem. But
Sure.
If not, I have his address. Luke, you can track him down.
if not, you can let me give you a phone number you can call. Rob, what's your phone number?
I'm not going to tell you.
911.
Do not call that number and tell them that someone broke your webcam and you need to get money from it. Oh, but yeah, Doom. I want that game to be good. I want it. I need it to be awesome, and I don't think it's gonna be what I want it to be. I think it's just gonna be ultra violent, fucking Halo. Sorry, yeah.
And we could be wrong. It could be.
I
It
hope
could
we're
be
wrong.
like Wolfenstein: The New Order. If if I remember correctly, I was actually pretty excited about that, but it seemed like no one else on the planet was. And then, like what I saw of it didn't even look good, but I was just excited because I knew it was the old guys that made the Riddick games making it, and sure enough, it was super kick ass. So if they can make a Doom campaign that's that good, I'll be happy with it. I just hope that they do.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. But at this point, I think what else do we got? We got Uncharted coming in May.
Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
Overwatch.
Oh yeah, Battleborn.
Yep. No Man's Sky.
Yeah, that comes out when I can't play it.
Final Fantasy 15.
Dishonored 2.
Yeah, Dishonored 2 doesn't have a release date.
It's coming out in 2016, Rob.
Yeah. But the new Deus Ex is coming out in August, I believe.
What?
That'll be nice. Did you augment your pre-order?
I did not pre-order it, but I'm really looking forward to it. The Human Revolution was great. The original Deus Ex is obviously one of the all-time greats.
Invisible War sucks.
So, Invisible War, I don't know if I'd say Invisible War sucks. Invisible War was disappointing, but I still, when that game came out, I played it all the way to the end and enjoyed it. It had some serious issues, but I wouldn't say it was a bad game. It was all right.
Gotcha. But anything?
But yeah,
I was gonna say I wanted to get Luke's perspective, who now looks like Dylan. Luke, what? No, not that Luke. Luke, quit making that face. Like, Luke,
Dylan,
you're
just have to move your mouth.
Much younger than we are. What's on your radar for coming out here soon?
Oh, I'm waiting for Call of Duty Space Warfare.
I thought it was funny. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I apologize. Due to Dylan's unprofessionalism, I am now laughing my ass off and did not hear what you said. What is it that you are looking forward to?
I am looking forward to. I don't know. What are the new games coming up? I haven't been.
That's what we're asking
checking.
you. We were hoping you'd bring something to the table that the youngins would be looking at, like Angry Birds or maybe Halo Kyren.
Angry Birds.
My kindergarten bros.
Yeah, what are those the Nintendo scan
games
toy
on the
things?
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for the new Nintendo Smash to come out. Oh, it looks great.
The what?
Nothing. It's a joke.
Oh, I was like, the NX? Is that what you're talking about?
Skylanders, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Definitely.
No. Toys to Life does not need to be a real thing. I hate those.
I am looking forward to Mirror's Edge 2, but what I've seen, it's pretty crappy. So, what are you gonna do?
So it just looks like more Mirror's Edge.
Well, it looks worse than Mirror's Edge 1.
Oh,
So that's the problem.
I don't think they understand how to make new games.
is it like downgrade? I guess.
Who is it?
General Douglas MacArthur said, "We digress."
Is EA still making that? Like, who's the primary
Dice.
Dice?
Your homeboys, Jordan.
The guys. Oh
know
God.
this?
Dice is always so hit and miss. I love them to death, but holy shit, they mess up as much as they make awesomeness. So, like, I think depends. I hope Battlefield 5 comes out first, because it's usually one off, one on, like Windows, right? And I feel that they flopped with.
They totally flopped with Hardline. Hardline was a shot in the face.
Oh no! So they messed it up. So it was Hardline that flopped. Then we lost Battlefront. Battlefront wasn't that great. They're due for something good.
It's true. Yeah, between the uproarious response, I'm sure that we are not the only ones to have heard of it, about the complete dismal failure that was both Hardline and Battlefront. Oh,
Yeah.
it's bad when you release two games and people still play the game that came out before those two.
Yeah.
That's bad. Like, that's rough. Either you were spot on that month, or
Well,
and
actually,
you guys
you know
just
what?
ate games unintended.
I just remembered though, Dice didn't make Hardline.
No, they didn't. That was
What were
Dead
they?
Space
Who-
guys, right?
Vis-
Volition.
No, Visceral.
Visceral. Yeah. Yeah, Visceral made that.
It's Bob Dole.
Easy and visceral.
Yay, so wait, that does mean that they're still on for having a good one.
Still on for having a good one.
Battlefield 5, I think, comes out before Mirror's Edge, so yes, that means that we're good. I'm going to go throw some coins in a wishing well here just to solidify that. But before I do, Luke, thanks for coming on, buddy.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah, we'll have to have you back on. Rob, thanks for supplying Luke.
You're welcome.
Dylan, you can find us at gameoutloudpodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for showing up, Dylan. You can find our episodes on www.gameoutloudpodcast.com. We appreciate you showing up, Dylan. And you can also find us at GameOutLoudcast if you want to get a hold of Dylan. And also, you can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, and a plethora of other things. I don't know what they're doing. They're pointing. No one's over there. Oh, yep, he is over there, actually. Yeah. And over there, too. Well, no, he's on the other side of you. Yep. And Rob's... Cut it out. Oh, wait, you can't see me do that, but, yeah. Anyway, guys, contact information, gameoutloudpodcast@gmail.com, at gameoutloudcast on Twitter. Find us on iTunes, rate, review, subscribe. It does help us get to more people. And gameoutloudpodcast.com if you want to see the archives. If you guys want, if you really, really want, I've been debating on adding the old Game Out Loud episodes back in, the ones before Bag of Games. They're terrible, but maybe you'll like them for archival purposes. So if we get enough messages on Twitter and in the the email, then
and emails.
and then I will go ahead and re-add those to the RSS feed. So just let us know if that's something you want. But yep, comment and subscribe on YouTube and all that fun stuff. But I think at this point, I've got some tomato butter chicken from the local clay pit calling my name. So I think we're going to call it a wrap. So you guys keep it real until next week. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you again 7 days hence. Later, guys.
Peace out.
Bye.
This is damn aging Luke signing off.